So with staying in Colorado for 78 days and pulling the card for each day, I'm really going to be interested in seeing what cards come up repeatedly. Like I said, I had did a reading for someone, and the cards that came up for him um, weren't cards that were coming up for me. But yesterday, the Two of Pentacles came up, and it wasn't his reading as well. So it could have been, I don't know. I would like to believe that it's all signs and it means something. I do believe in synchronicity. Like, I don't know, but we'll see. I'm looking forward to seeing if these cards will just keep on coming up, and maybe different cards will repeatedly come up as time changes. But whenever I post this video, yeah, I just did the Six of Cups. And like I said, that cup has been coming up a lot. And then yesterday I want to like make this deck of all these mixed cards. So I have some other tarot cards that I use to put inside my art. And so I pulled 10 of those cards. And here I am thinking like I'm learning these cards. And then I look at these cards that I pulled yesterday out of the 10 just to put aside, and there's like a lot of cards in there like I don't know the meaning of because I don't really pull them and I don't research it. So like it yeah, like it's stuff like I want to start reading more, but I'm not comfortable without knowing the meaning behind the cards. I don't want to just like guess because I don't want to give anybody like bad information. But yeah, it was like the High Priestess and uh the Empress. Like, yeah, these cards, like, I do kind of get it, but I don't really know it. Or Queen of Wands and stuff. So, yeah, we'll see. Hopefully, I'll get through the whole deck eventually, but, yeah. But, alright. I'm gonna maybe go to the fabric store. Another thing, in Denver, Colorado, they don't have a lot of public restrooms, and then you gotta go to some place to purchase something in order to use their restroom. So I don't like that. And they don't feed the. I don't know. I haven't found a place. I haven't made the effort to go to a place to eat, but they don't feed the homeless that much. But all right, have a good one. So the end of day 4 in Denver, Colorado. Just feel like I should make a video. Uh, I lived, I survived, so it's an accomplishment that I made it through another day. I pulled the tarot card. It was a Six of Cups. So I talked about that. I went to Joann's Fabrics to get some fabric. It was pretty expensive, and I took the train to get there. So I made some videos of the train footage, and yeah, just documenting the journey. Denver, Colorado. Never thought I would come to Colorado. Never really thought of Colorado. Never thought about Colorado. And Ever since a kid, I always wanted to be in New York, and then when I was an adult, I got, the chance to move back to New York, and I thought the only place I needed to be was New York, and I would be content. And got to New York, stayed there for 10 years, didn't go anywhere, and I was very bored, um, and depressed because of other things going on in my personal life. But, and I just needed to switch it up. So, I went to LA, California, and I thought like maybe I would go to California, but I never really cared if I would go to California before I went to California. And then yeah, I went to California and I thought I was gonna like California. I really did. And that was part of the reason why I never wanted to go to California, because I thought if I liked California, maybe I wouldn't like New York. But got to California and I didn't like California. Didn't like LA, didn't like San Francisco. I did like being in slab cities, but there is a lot of racism in California. And I thought California was going to be like hippy dippy. But yeah, there's people who will outwardly express their racist feelings. As much as I thought California was liberal and hippy dippy and like chill. That's what I thought it would be. It's not, but in LA, though, people just wild off. Like they just go off at you for no reason, and there's a lot of people on like some drugs. I don't know what kind of drugs they on, if it's fentanyl, but they'll come up in your space and they'll just be rude. But in LA, there were some like very beautiful people that I met that made it all worthwhile. I mean, I would like to go back to LA because of the weather and it's beautiful, and I would love to see those people again. But I the stuff that I experienced in LA was like really hard, and to be homeless too. Let these bikes, let the bikes calm down. Yeah, to be homeless there too was tough. But in San Francisco, I dealt with the same stuff. And San Francisco was even a little harder to be homeless because the people weren't very kind to homeless people in San Francisco. There were kind people in LA. I don't know if they were as kind. It's hard to say like what's real and genuine and what's just for show, but at least it seemed that people were more kind in LA, even though I didn't like either one, LA or San Francisco. But LA, it was a little bit better and a little bit more down to earth. And I suppose I would choose LA out of the two. But then San Francisco was beautiful as far as nature and the temperature and the beaches. Though I didn't get in the water there because it was so cold, it's so beautiful. And the houses are beautiful too, but the houses kind of remind me of like I probably would never be able to obtain that, or if I, not that I would want to, because I know if I did try to strive to live in San Francisco, it would be like probably a non-stop struggle for me, but especially to live in one of those houses, like I probably could go there and get like Section 8 or something and live for a little while, but before it got tough. But yeah, so all that to say, I never really thought I would go to California, and I really didn't think I would come to Denver, Colorado. I didn't even think about coming to Colorado. I didn't even know what Colorado was. So here I am, and done with the fourth day, and that's it. All right. So have a good one.